Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Living more and more in quietness, alertness and vigilance is living in meditation. For that, our mind must have these three qualities. One, the mind is quiet. Mind can be quiet when we have emptied our mind. We have too many presuppositions, too much of planning about the future, too much of expectations. And as a result, our mind is shattered, either in the past memories or future worries or present reactions. So meditation is lived by a mind which has three qualities: quiet. When the mind is quiet, it is in utter present. Disturbed mind is the mind which either goes in the past or goes in the future and refuses to remain in the present. The reason is the mind knows if the mind is suspended from its activity of going past and future, the mind will die. And who wants to die? Nobody. So also the mind. So when we are sitting quiet, there is no problem of any kind. But then we are unable to keep quiet. All the time, extremely agitated, disgusted existence. Either we are going in the past, remembering, or we worry about the future, or we compare in the present. This is how the mind survives. Therefore, what is meditation? Don't bring your past in the present even once. So we have conquered the mind. 1/3. Then the second thing is, the mind goes on in the future. What is the future run of the mind? Trying to solve the non-existing problems. What we call worry. Worries are only imaginary projection by the mind. And therefore, we are not available in the present. And in the present, there is a comparison. So what is meditation? Mind is quiet means don't bring your past in terms of talking to others or in terms of remembering those experiences. Remember, we came last time here and then I was going and I fell down. Who asked you? Is it the Ramayana that we have to tell others? nobody is interested in our past. It is not a Ramayana. But the same thing again and again we repeat. And therefore, this unmeditation that we are talking is this: remaining in awareness and not bringing the past in the present. Therefore, neither talking about our past nor asking anybody about their past. We have done a great favor to ourselves. Then the second. Worry can be stopped by one technique. And the technique is stop talking to yourself. When we talk to ourselves, we are creating questions and we are answering questions. When I go there, if he says like that, I will say like that. If he says that, then I will say like that. But if he questions, then I will tell you. Go on imagining. And therefore, stop talking to yourself. These two things are done. Now the mind is conquered 2/3. 1/3 is remaining. It is here, there is a big danger. The danger is mind goes to sleep. So the mind should not go to sleep. Mind has to be alert. Therefore, these three qualities of mind, we have to consciously work on it. That is living in meditation. So, mind will have these three qualities. It is quiet, meaning past future is reduced to a great extent. It will not happen overnight. Practice. Thereafter, the second quality is the mind is alert. What is the alertness? Whenever we are doing anything in our life, we should live in an alert way. So we must be able to understand when we do something this way, is it right or wrong, is it required or not required, is the comment essential or not essential. We are extremely aware. So that is alertness. And the third quality is vigilant. Vigilant, when we are interacting in the world, are we depositing impressions on our mind in the form of dents and dots? What are those impressions? I like something, somebody. I don't like something, somebody. There are only two impressions on the mind. There is no third impression. Likes and dislikes. So, what is to be done in that case? Living in meditation is, we are not allowing any reaction by the mind. When the mind reacts, that is, impression is created. I like something, I don't like something. Impression is created. And when something happens according to our liking, we want to repeat it again and again. When something happens according to our disliking, we want to avoid it and we are frustrated. See? Therefore, living in meditation is, our attention is on the quality of our mind. If the mind is disturbed, we are not disturbed. Mind is inert. when the consciousness is reflected in the mind, then that mind becomes sentient. Mind by itself is inert. So that sentiency is on account of the reflected consciousness on the thought of like and dislike. So, liking is a thought. On that like thought, the consciousness is reflected, chidabhasa, and there the knowledge happens. I like this, I don't like this. See? And once this has happened, then we start repeating or avoiding it. Then our whole life is only under the influence of personal likes and dislikes. So what is living in meditation? Living in meditation. Who is guiding our day-to-day life? Is it the karma in the form of likes and dislikes, or is it the shama, the wisdom in the wake of likes and dislikes? Living in this awareness is living in meditation. Then slowly you will discover many things from within. And for that, self-discipline is necessary. Without self-discipline, even material prosperity is not possible. So if we are talking about evolution, then there is no option, there is no excuse that no, I am like that. No, we have to be self-disciplined. Discipline begins right in the morning, how you start your day. If we start our day with the frustration, oh God, again meditation, I don't know what to do. We don't understand anything. What are you talking about? Such disgusted heads. What can you talk about meditation? Then for them, see, early morning, get up at 5 o'clock, and from here, start running, reach Melbourne airport and come back. Physical. Therefore, start your day in an inspired mode, not to do something, but to undo all what has happened. See? So we are inspired. Inspired for what? Inspired for keeping quiet. And although we may want to keep quiet, but the thoughts will start purging out. Then what is to be done? Is here your real examination begins. Thoughts come, one, and we get influenced by the thoughts too. So that you decide. Like disturbances will come. But are we disturbed by the disturbances or not? And for that our mantra, dekho, suno, mat bolo. So what is meditation? That we are slowly wanting to rise above our personal likes and dislikes. And this can be done when we stop reacting in life. See? And then learn to sit quiet. So spend some time in utter quietness with the following psychological adjustments. First, whenever we do anything in our life, we must be inspired. We must be quiet. We must be eager. Otherwise, what time is meditation? Hit a stone on the head. The stone will break. You have to remain inspired and happy. When will meditation end? When you end. So first step, when you sit quiet, wherever you sit quiet, this insist that you are happy, cheerful. Be attentive. Whenever you are happy and cheerful, you are in the present. You cannot be happy yesterday. You cannot be happy tomorrow. If you have to be happy, you will be naturally in the present. See? Because what is happiness? Happiness is that experience where past and future are buried. Only the present, ultimately the presence. So when we are sitting early morning, you get up, finish your morning ABCD, sit quiet, cheerfully and happy. And the second thing, many of us have some kind of fear in our mind. If I sit for meditation, if this happens, then what will happen? Because their meditation learning is at different levels. First level meditation, 25,000 rupees. After you do that, they'll suffer silently at your home and come after 6 months. Second level meditation, 50,000 rupees. See? So your bank balance is leveled. See, friends. So, when we hear that, see on the YouTube meditation, and then we start imagining, oh, it happened to me. This is how I know from you only. You are my gurus. Some of them ask me, Swamiji, when I sit for meditation, I always have this one thought I am unable to get rid of. If I sit quiet and suppose I start levitating, because that is the video they have seen. The video is AI made. So, what will happen? Now, what answer can I give? That depends where you are sitting. Suppose you are sitting below a moving fan. Realize. Suppose you are sitting below a tree, you will hang there like a fruit. See, friends, this fear has to be removed. And it is removed because fear is only imagination. So, one imagination is removed by a counter imagination. That's it. And the counter imagination is, when you are sitting quiet, do this in your own mind. My Guru and my God is in my heart. This bhavana is a very strong spiritual practice. This example I told you, in a school, the children were making a lot of noise, and one of the students said, "Hey, Miss is coming." Everybody is quiet. She has not come. Nobody will check it also. But they are being quiet. Exactly the same way. If you just accept this in letter and spirit, the Lord in our heart is ever alert, vigilant and quiet. knows every action before it is done. He hears every word before it is spoken. He knows every thought before it is erupted. That Narayana is in our heart. What will happen? Like the children were told, Miss is coming. She has not come. In the same manner, the Narayana is in our heart. So whatever we do, whatever we talk, whatever we think is recorded. Remain in this awareness. All your problems of mind is disturbed, go away. You are not doing anything. So, the fear, if this happens in meditation, what will happen? Will go away because the Lord is protecting us from within. We are care of Him. The second thing, Guru Maharaj is in our own heart. And what he does, he guides us from within. What next? You don't have to go and ask anybody. Guru is the GPS. What next you will come to know on your own. You don't have to ask anybody. Now suppose we are sitting and then suppose I see the light over here. Then what is to be done? Switch off. No question. See, those who ask questions, they are laziest in the whole world. You discover. But we want pre-digested, concentrated, intravenous food. What can you do to such people? That is the reason I don't enter in question. Problem is your use or not. It is so important, friends. Early morning, I had a phone call. Swamiji, this is a problem, what should I do? I said, you forget about everything, delete and resign and be happy. Swamiji, you did so easily. I said, yes. What is there to worry? No, I am thinking over this for last 6 months. I am not able to make decisions. Therefore, you trouble me. So, in our heart, Bhagavan and Guru Maharaj is there. So the Lord is protecting us and Guru guides us from within. Then the third adjustment, when you sit on your seat, is very important. We have to take a position that at this moment I am Mr. Nobody. When I was talking somewhere in Austria, Vienna, after my sessions were over, one lady, Swamiji, why Mr. Nobody? I said, yes. You say what I should say. No, but you are having a gender bias. So I said, is there any technique to commit suicide? I want to commit suicide now. To whom I am talking? Am I addressing to a man or woman? So much obsessed. See, friends. Therefore, remain as Mr. Nobody. So nobody is who? Nobody is the one who does not have the past. And if we want to remain as nobody, what is the technique? Do not bring your past in the present and destroy the present. So take this position. At this moment, I am nobody. So we are now in utter presence. somebody is always carrying the burden of the past. Who is somebody? Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, children, grandchildren. That burden we carry on our head. So when you are sitting for your prayers, what your name you give, bhajan, kirtan, meditation, doesn't matter. That time, take this firm position. At this moment, I am nobody. Now do this experiment right now. We have done it, again we do it. Become husband and wife and think. Now remain as nobody and think. See? When you become somebody, you cannot stop thought formation. But when you remain nobody, no thoughts. Because thoughts require a reference point. Without the reference, you cannot think. Suppose I ask, hey, think. What should I think? Think anything. But what anything? We want some reference. See? Therefore, when we are nobody, we have dropped the total past, and therefore we have no reference. Without reference, you cannot think. This is meditation. It is not a process of doing something, but undoing what we have been doing under the disguise of spirituality. Undo it. And therefore, in meditation, we do not become divine. Meditation is a process of unbecoming. Tatra mata, amata bhavati, pita, apita bhavati. All the burden that we are carrying on our head as mother, father, etc., that burden is unburdened. And when there is unburdened, you have unbecome. Therefore, real meditation is unmeditation wherein unbecoming and undoing and unknowing, everything is un. When you do something, there is a possibility of success or failure. When you don't do anything, no possibility of success or failure. When you become somebody, there is a possibility of being good or bad, being friendly or inimical. But when you unbecome, no problem. So what is the real meditation? Real meditation is a conscious lifestyle wherein we do not become somebody and we are not doing anything. To what extent? To the extent the space. Space supports everything. All the four elements and their modifications. But doesn't react, doesn't get influence. So what should be our ideal for meditation? Our guru. Guru in the space. Then you can never go away from your guru. See? Doing namaskar or surrender to the guru means what? We disappear. Only he remains. Like when the ornaments salute the gold, do they remain? No, only gold remains. Because when we disappear, the divine is manifested. And who is this we? Who is this I? I is someone who is doing meditation. See? Who wants to become divine. This is I. But in the absolute, it is neither becoming nor doing. But then how to lead such a life 24/7? Life is a time pass. In time pass, we don't become anybody, we don't do anything, we don't gain anything. Then further, okay, we want to attain that. Then experience without experiencer. If the experiencer is not allowed to be born, then देखो सुनो experience मत बोलो. This is meditation. And this we have to remain in this alertness 24/7. There was a person with great attention and so many instructions how to go for the rock climbing and mountaineering and going to the Kailash and what is that Everest. One of my friends is no more, he died there. He, along with 4 or 5 and proper guide, they were going to Everest. And after going to a particular point, then the guide told, hereafter, according to government rules and regulations and our experience, we do not cross this point. Stop here. And from here we will go back. But there are some people, in the language of Pune, shahane. ज़्यादा ही समझदार होते हैं. No, nothing happens to me. So the guide told, please sir, do not go. No, don't worry about me. Now what the guide will do? He went ahead and went into a valley, maybe about 5,000-7,000 feet. And he was preserved in the ice. Then all the commotion. Then called the helicopters and lifted him and they took him. And then he was buried, he was cremated in Pune. Now why this happened? Because he was a Shana. See? What do we want to prove? See friends, what is the ego? Ego is the struggle. I want to prove something to someone. But in fact, nobody is interested in us. See? You go to anybody's house in the Western world, here as well as in USA, every child's room is filled with so many certificates and awards, etc. What are they? He attended one day. And the child says, so normally we look, oh, so many awards you get. Yes, Swami. So one day I saw what is the difference. He attended one day. See friend, remember, meditation is not to prove anything to anybody. When we take food, are we proving to somebody? देखो खाना खाया पेट भर गया है. No. Therefore, when we are understanding meditation in this light, then you see all our mantramala is a perfect meditation skill. So when we take life as a time pass, you will not be struggling for results. Do your best. And everything, if you do what Kanaya will do, he has to do something. If you don't listen to him, he will create problem like Arjuna. See? And then slowly, our way of thinking changes. So if you take our space as the Guru, like Bhagavan Dattatreya has taken, this is very important topic from Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11th canto. When he was asked who taught you? Who is your guru? He said, I have got 24 gurus. And never he says, who taught me what? He says, what I have learned. Guru cannot teach you anything. Remember this. You have to learn. But then we are a challenge before Guru. Try Guru. And such people, they go on changing the Gurus. See, and what is their Guru? Guru is somewhere outside. No. Guru is our own being. If we do not learn from our experiences, even God will fail to teach us. This you can learn from the children. The children, they do not know how to walk. But then they don't ask their mother, Mummy, when you were small, my age, how did you learn walking? Please tell me. No. They discover their own techniques. On YouTube, you must have seen, there are different type of children. How they walk. Some of them walk like cattle. Some of them walk like a serpent. And somebody, all funny things. They don't ask anybody. You have to learn. So now make suppose this space as your guru. If you make space as a guru, wherever you are care of guru. Then space will not tell you anything. You have to learn. Now what is the learning? Learning is we are not against anything or anybody. We don't want to change or improve anybody. God has failed to change us. We can change others. They are okay in their own place. And then we come to most important thing. Like the space supports everything, rejects nothing. The most important is doesn't get influenced by anything. Now this experience of the space cannot remain only in words, it becomes our experience. How this is possible? Now come back to your any sense organ. Easier to understand the vision. Vision supports all colors, all forms, whatever may be the numbers. Is it that a vision cannot see more than 10 persons? No. Any number comes and goes. Everything is supported, but the vision is not influenced. Why? Because the experience through the sense organs is only in the form of images, not real. Be attentive. See? All the knowledge that we have is that of the virtual reality, not actual reality. When you learn this thing, your attitude will change. See? You think, I think, that I am seeing you, you are seeing me. But it is not the truth. The truth is, an image is formed on your mind, and that image is seen by us. Vishvam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantaragatam Pashyan atmani mayaya bahirivot bhutam yatha nidraya Yas sakshat kurute prabodha samaye swatmanam evadvayam Tasmai Sri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Sri Dakshina Murtaye. See friends, these are every day you can just say, where do we see any object? Are we seeing the object where it is? Or we are seeing the object in our mind? See? And in our mind, how we see? In the form of a reflection. Like a mirror reflects the things in front. In the same manner, any object that we have experienced, only the reflection on the mind is caught. And that is what is known by us. Now what is the burden of the reflection on the mirror? If the reflection is that of Kailash, will the mirror collapse? Nothing happens because reflection appears, doesn't exist. When you are awake, you are carrying the burden of your wife in the form of reflection or in the form of reality. If you take the wife as a reality, you will suffer throughout life. But if you take the wife as a reflection on your mind, then reflection depends on the quality of the mirror. If the mirror is corrugated, even a beautiful thing will look horrible. If the mind is quiet, undisturbed, we will be able to perceive the things as they are. See? Therefore, we have to learn. Every experience happens only in the mind. Nothing happens to the object, nothing happens to the vision. Nothing happens to the mind. Then nothing has ever happened. Na nirodho, na cha utpatti, na baddho, na cha sadhaka. See? Then what is this world? It appears but doesn't exist. When the mind is enfolded, it is not more opened up, then time, space and object disappear. And in the deep sleep, where, when, what we are, nothing. But we continue to exist. So meditation is the waking sleep. Yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sanisha pashato munehe. This is the meditation 24/7. And this is achieved only through our own experiences. See? This we have to work on it. This example I had given to one of my very good friend. He is a police officer in Delhi. Very rare police officer. I know him for last almost 10 years, 15 years. Never he spoke one word about his wife, children, whether he is married or not. No, I don't know anything. And I don't ask. He says, Swamiji, I have been listening to Swami Anubhavanandaji Maharaj and then also this, that, and he has studied a lot, Upanishad, Gita, Brahma Sutra, everything. He said, I was trying to study Panchadashi, but I was not getting anywhere. But one day I got your Panchadashi on YouTube, and he said it made such a difference. So he collected all the books, regularly listening. So when he came to know I am in Delhi, he came. He says, Swamiji, I am so busy in my job, I can't do anything. Please give me some homework. For the next 1 year, I hope next year I will be able to come and attend your lectures. This year I cannot. So, give me some homework. It was evening time. I said, are you ready for examination? Yes. Then I closed the door. I said, now switch off the lights. He switched off. I said, no, answer not hurriedly, but properly. What do you see now? He said, Swamiji, nothing, only darkness. I said, again, talk sense. Yes, Swamiji, I don't see anything, only darkness. I said, first mistake. Eyes cannot see darkness. Eyes can function only in light. How do you say I can see darkness? Oh, Swamiji, yes. This is our spiritual practice. Hari, how. Learn from your experience. Then I said, okay, now switch on the light. He switched on. Now what do you see? Answer properly. Yes. So he started enumerating the things in the room where I was. He said all these things. I said, very good. But I am seeing something more. Now what is something more you are seeing? I am seeing the light. Oh God, yes, Swamiji. Without light, can you see anything? But we are in a hurry. I said, 2 failures. Now third, I see something more. Now this is too much, Swamiji, now nothing. I said, I can see that. What is that? I can see electricity. Without electricity, can there be light? Without light, can you see the objects? Where are we? We are lost in the names and the forms. Therefore, the light under whose guidance we are able to see the names and the form, that is lost. Light is lost. And that which is expressing as the light, electricity lost. So in place of electricity, our divine nature. In place of the light, our sense organs. And then the world is seen. So Amiji, I will chai piyo. Our life is so disgustingly gross. See, come out of it. Now this experience, can you speak in any language? It is unlike, it is uncommon, it has not been created, it is only always there, but we are not aware of our own being. So in the light of consciousness, the sense organs become active and the world is seen. But when our attention is on the worldly objects, we forget the light, and thereafter we forget whose light. It is the light of the divine. Na tatra suryo bhati na chandratarakam nema vidyato bhati kuto ya agni tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Only mantra is chanted mechanically without catching the import of that. Like Nakarmanana Prajaya. See, my friends, meditation is not a struggle, it is a fun. And it is 24/7. Through every single experience, we get a message. See? And that message is sent to us by Narayana with his own service provider. Panchajanya service provider. He calls us. See, your thinking is wrong, don't do like that. This is what you want to tell us, to correct our thinking. But every time we get the same message, the customer that you want to contact is out of reach. Lost in this disgusting world. Now we become frustrated and we put down. Narayana doesn't become frustrated. Then he has got another instrument with him. Gada. If Narayana was a South Indian, then Gada. Om Gadaya Namaha. Gadadharaya Namaha. Can you imagine Narayana with the Gada? So, Narayana will take his Gada and give 1 ton. Oh God, Narayana, why didn't you listen to me earlier? Whenever we get hurt, we have not heard the discrimination that is available with us. This should be done, should not be done. This is right, this is wrong. Every one of us knows what is right and what is wrong. Yet we are overpowered by our obsessions, our attachments, our desires, and therefore we go the wrong way. Now Narayana, out of love, he wants you to listen. So he takes the gada and hits. And even if we do not listen to his message from within, then what he will not give up. He has got another instrument, chakra. Come out of the human body, go into a donkey body, and start eating newspaper. Human beings read newspaper, donkeys eat newspaper. You can see this in India. Any newspaper they won't eat. Because they know it is organic. Only donkeys eat organic. Slowly and steadily we become more and more aware in our lifestyle. So, first of all, we begin our day in an inspired, cheerful way. Second thing, always remember our beloved God and God is 24/7 with us. Like the space cannot abandon the contents, Narayana cannot abandon us. He is there. We don't recognize him. Because we are preoccupied with all garbage. And then we have to give up that wrong notion, I am somebody. Therefore, friends, try to learn this. We all think as somebody. Now find out that somebody is real or what. What is the source of that somebody? That somebody is, technically calling it, is the Gaunatma. Gauna means secondary. Essentially Mukhyatma. Identified with the body, Mithyatma. After body identification, relations, Gaunatma. And this Gaunatma is the one who is struggling as a mother, father, mother, sister, husband, wife. Then, by God's grace, we get the Gada, Dham. And then we start in Narayana, why this is happening? See? And then we come across retreat. See? Retreat is withdrawal from the worldly things and focusing on something higher in life. See? But there are many Mahabharata. They come here also and challenge, try on me. See, friends, therefore, every difficulty in our life is a reminder, and when that reminder we receive, be attentive. Then, out of Vyavaharik personality, mother, father, brother, sister, they are Vyavaharik Jiva. Out of that, a spiritual seeker is born. See? And once a spiritual seeker is born, then his attention is less on the world, more on the self. How do we know it is happening? Number one, you will empty your house. See everybody's house. So many things. There is no place to walk. काम आएगा मरने के बाद. Learn to empty the things. See? Now those who have got this accumulative tendency, they have the same thing inside. Constantly, this, that, this, they are not at peace. See? And that is occupying everything. Therefore, how can they think about God? So, if we are really walking spiritual path, first thing that will start happening in your life, you will start emptying the contents of your house, everything. Minimum contents. Second thing, see, if we are really walking spiritual path, relational problems will become minor. Relational problems are with reference to our mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, children, grandchildren, super grandchildren. Be with everybody. But don't get so much involved that our involvement is a burden to others. And then we justify, but is it not my duty to teach my grandchildren? Ask them. They say we are fed up. Don't get involved beyond limits anywhere. Because now we are, the ultimate life is this. Hereafter there is no punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam if we drop everything. And how to drop it? Who is holding us? If somebody takes away money from my pocket, $100, will it matter to the dollar where it has gone? We are only holding on to the word. You give up the hold and you are liberated. And these all things can happen only through understanding. Otherwise you sit with miserable conditions, meditation. And then boards all around, don't disturb meditation in progress. Bracket, we are already disturbed. Remember, that which begins and ends is not meditation. That which begins and ends is not Paramatma, that is life. Life begins, life ends. Paramatma doesn't begin, doesn't end. That infinite being is our essential nature. And the last thought, and if that infinite has to express through us, it cannot be the disgusted expressions. Paramatma expresses only as Ananda deva kalpimani bhutani jayante anandena jatani jivanti. Bhagavan expresses through us only as bliss. Bliss means what? Not joining the laughing club. Hey, what yaar, jab se bliss ho gaya hai, that is blister. Living at zero complaint level, that is happiness. Life is a time pass. Nothing to be achieved, nothing to be lost. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. You know this mantra, nothing to do, where I discovered this mantra. We were going to Kailash, and I never wanted to go. But the people around, they fixed everything, and elderly people coming and over, Swamiji, please don't say. I said, yeah, I can't kick you also. Chalo. But I was 100% not to go. So we went to Kathmandu and from there to Nepal, Ganjar, whatever. And from there we had to take the helicopter and go. So after we landed there, in that airport, nearby a very good 5-star hotel. It started raining, first in cats and dogs, then in cows and buffaloes, then in elephants and lions, horrible. And so much of water that in the dining hall, the water was bleeding. Swamiji, what will happen? I said, everything has become wet. What to do? I said, come, let's go out. So I took all of them. In the open space, raining heavily. I said, those of you who have blood in your vessels, you come out. Those who have got Coca-Cola, don't come out. And then follow me. And we did this technique. I said, now lift the left foot above the water level slowly, don't splash. And slowly put it down and chant the mantra. Nothing to do. Then right foot up. Slowly put it down. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. We went around. 2-3 rounds. I took a tangent and went away the condition. Life is like a cup of tea. It depends how you make it. All the time complaining, Swamiji, is this really, what will happen? I say, nothing has happened till date. Nothing will happen. And finally, when the rains came down, I said, now let us go. There will be nice floods and landslides will go. No, Swamiji, will go back. I told him, I said, when I told you I don't want to come, you don't listen to me. No, see, this is what happened. See, friends, life is very simple. Don't make life complicated, Meditation. Swamiji, the right leg should be on the left or left should be on the right. No, both legs should be on your own head. Don't waste your time in all that. Live intelligently, not intellectually. Intellectuals are intelligently miserable. They justify. With this wisdom, when we live our day-to-day life, we are living in meditation. And therefore, do not do meditation. This is called as unmeditation. Om Purnamada